Let's talk about the basic notes on the cello. These are the basic notes. You can see on top of each measure the name of the strings. In the first measure, you are going to find the notes on the C string. In the second measure, you are going to find the notes that can be played on the G string. Third measure, notes that can be played on the D string. And in the last measure, notes that can be played on the A string. The numbers you see below the notes represent the finger numbers. 0 means open string. 1 is the first finger, 3 is the third finger, and 4 is the fourth finger. Notice that we don't have a second finger yet. We are not going to talk about that right now. So let's just keep in mind that right now you're going to use open, 1, 3, and 4. The G string, you see the same thing. 0 is representing the G, open G. And then 1 is for the A, 3 is for B, and 4 is for C. Moving on to the D string, same thing. You see the D is represented by the number 0 because it's an open D. And then you have 1 for the E, 3 for F sharp, and 4 for G. Same thing on the A string. 0 for the open A, 1 for B, 3 for C sharp, and 4 for D. Let's talk a bit about finger numbers when you're playing a stringed instrument. This is your left hand. Here's your finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, and finger 4. Remember, we are still not talking about the second finger. Let's just skip that one for now. Notice that the thumb does not have a number. That's because the thumb is not used to create a note on your instrument. Here are the notes on the C string. The 0 represents the open C. If you place your first finger on the first tape, you will have the note D. Placing your third finger on the second tape, you're gonna have the note E, and your fourth finger on the third tape, you are going to have the note F. Here are the notes for the G string. You're going to use 0 for the open G, 1 for A, 3 for B, and 4 for C. Here are the notes on the D string. Again, you're gonna use open D for D, 1 for E, 3 for F sharp, and 4 for G. And the last one, A string. And you're going to use 0 for the open A, 1 for B, 3 for C sharp, and 4 for D. So now you learn how to read the basic notes on the cello from a sheet music. Try to read this line by plucking the correct strings and placing your fingers on the right tape.